alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer, that's my mom's name. I create and find change, my mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Able to find Higgins.
Burrow's pass. Complete to T. Higgins. 10 yards.
Here we go.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They go play action with Burrow. Pressure too strong. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play. And it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
On third down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact, long time there, and now fourth down. Here's Tyler Newsome now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 20. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Lions will take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Detroit. 67 yards. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
And they'll run again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Burrow will throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
10 seconds.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
14-yard line.
Right, 97.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First down, here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. Now it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he gets it down to the 32. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Here we go.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The run got 4. Now they do the 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Here we go.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Mixon trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. So here we go, a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Watch out now. 52.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Lions had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
It's fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
11 mighty.
Here's Burrow. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
The tackle made by P.J. Hill.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And their ref taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone. But they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
Take over first down at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now Burrow loses the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop him with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
It's second and inches at the 26-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Right back to him on first down. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Hands it off out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the gun now on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Play action. It's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they go play action now. Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, Bowman? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got to move him downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And ultimately, could wind up costing the ball game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. And the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here we go.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On two.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give you a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Burrow on play action. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mixing up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. It's Mixon on the counter. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Muse with it. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bengals 7-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily. And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Here we go, set. Stop, 17. Classic, 6. 10.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Lions take over 1st down at their own 27-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams,
73 yards.
and the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now as they line up and kick this one away.
From the 10. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one-sided, really nice